So what the fuck was the Noid about? The Noid was sort of a mascot for Domino's Pizza made in 1986 and stopped being used around the early 90s after a 30-minute guarantee controversy. And also after some crazy guy with Noid in his name tried to rob a Domino's because he felt like the company was stealing his identity. Wow, that's pretty fucked up. So in 1990, there was a game called Yo Noid released on the NES, which was originally a game called that in Japan. But whenever they were localizing that game, a deal was made with Domino's to convert the game into one that starred the Noid. Yeah, they pretty much Mario 2 USAified some random game from Japan to be a game that was about the Noid. Cool. The game was a very average 2D side-scroller and was easily forgotten, just like the Noid himself, at least until 2017 when some crazy group of Noid fans got together and created their own sequel to the, at the time, 27-year-old game. Yo Noid 2, Enter the Void. I don't even know what to think of this game. The graphics in the game take a very N64 PS1 inspired style, almost as if this is a legitimate sequel to the game that was made in the mid-90s. Extra points for creativity, I guess. The art style was kind of the main thing that made me want to play this game. I first became aware of this game because Only Plays did a series on it. Thanks, Ding Dong. The plot of the game is that you're the Noid running through the void, and you gotta travel through 3 levels to collect pizza boxes, which builds these pizza box mountains that lead to the end of the game. Yes, there's only 3 levels, so this game's pretty short. Yo Noid 2 is a 3D platformer in the reign of Super Mario 64 and other 3D platformers from the mid to late 90s. I can't get over how well this captures that retro style of gaming. I have a huge soft spot for these type of graphics. A lot of people really shit on them and call this style ugly, but I just love it for how blocky and jagged it is, so shut up. The 3 worlds you can travel to include a desert area which turns into a grass level, which then leads to you heading straight to space. The second level, you're traveling through a factory. This is where the slingshot yo-yo that's owned by the Noid is used the most, as you sling through and run on walls to parkour through the factory to reach the pizza at the end. Yes, the Noid can parkour in this game, and it's actually pretty well done. What madman made this freaking game? The third level is kind of a cavern sort of level. This one is very puzzle heavy, and it's one of the only parts of the game where I actually rage quitted while playing it. Multiple times. Some of these puzzles require perfect timing to get right, otherwise you're gonna have to restart the whole process just to make it to that stupid pizza. Why the fuck am I playing this game? Anyways, you get all 3 pizza boxes and this leads you to a planet at the top of the void, which is where the end of the game is. Now I'll actually stop talking about the game here since I think the build up and atmosphere here is amazing in this final level. So go play the game for yourself. Trust me, the effects seriously works. Yo Noid 2 Enter the Void is a weird as hell game. It's also surprisingly good and a worthwhile game to play through if you're a fan of 3D platformers. The game can take less than an hour to beat, so I'll leave a link to it in the description if you guys are interested in playing it. It's such an odd experiment by a crazy person, or maybe a group of crazy people. Why, oh why, did someone think making this was necessary? Was there really some Yo Noid fan out there who really wanted a sequel to the first game on their N64 or PS1? So odd. Again, I think they captured this art style perfectly. Even the soundtrack is intentionally made to sound all compressed and low quality. Almost like something you would have listened to on a PS1 disc. Why is this game so authentically perfect? Even the HD Remaster Edition makes fun of the idea of these current remasters losing features that the original versions had. Like there are some effects that you can see with the retro filter on that you can't see with the HD Remaster mode. Was that intentional? God, this fucking game. So yeah, Yo Noid 2. Like I said, this game is weird as hell. Check it out if you find it interesting. It's a short game that's worth playing at least once. So yeah. This is probably not the sequel that you were all hoping I'd review. But, oh, if you hold the R trigger, you can make the Noid dab. That's about it. Thanks for watching!